ex-husband kept tormenting our daughter with the help of his new wife. And the courts refused to do anything about it. My 9-year-old daughter returned from my ex-husband's house about a year ago. Her face twisted in agony as she described excruciating back pain and a tingling left arm when she explained why. Fury surged through my veins like wildfire. I swiftly delivered her to my mother's care before racing to confront my ex. His wife answered the door, and I immediately demanded to know what possessed them to subject my child to such treatment. They had created a crude back brace from steel and iron, forcing it onto my daughter despite being dangerously undersized. The contraption had compressed her nerves and damaged a vertebra. My voice shattered the air as I demanded an explanation. Their justification, nearly pushing me toward actions I'd regret. They de-forced this medieval device on her because his new wife disliked my daughter's slight dinner-time slouch. Rage painted my vision crimson, but I managed to compose myself and drive away before doing something irreversible. I filed for full custody immediately upon returning home. Our court date, my ex argued he'd designed the brace to toughen up our daughter, claiming today's children lack resilience and that I was overreacting about the vertebral damage. Despite this madness, the judge only granted me majority custody, allowing my ex-supervised visitation with the promise of unsupervised access after completing parenting classes. Months later, my nightmare materialized when he texted that he'd finished the court-mandated classes and demanded unsupervised visits despite his hollow promises of reform behavior. Every fiber of my being screamed against it. I exhausted all avenues to prevent this, but he threatened legal action. Knowing I couldn't afford another court battle, reluctantly I acquiesced. Before sending her, I took precautions, hiding a cell phone in her bag for emergencies the day she left. Fear etched itself on her small face as she climbed into his car when 9 p.m. arrived without her promised call. Panic clawed at my chest. By 9:30, I was driving toward his house when my phone rang. The hospital. My heart shattered upon seeing my daughter huddled in a wheelchair, sobbing violently, her body radiating pain. Physicians stopped me from embracing her, explaining the horrific truth. They had forced the same barbaric brace on her again, this time fracturing her vertebra and potentially condemning her to permanent wheelchair use. They discovered her phone and disciplined her, leaving marks across her neck. Miraculously, my brave Alyssa escaped through her bedroom window while they were distracted, seeking help from a neighbor she knew was a police officer. He immediately contacted emergency services and alerted me later. Authorities apprehended my ex and his wife as they searched the neighborhood with rope and duct tape hunting for my child. Their infant was removed from their custody, and both face criminal charges today. Alyssa walks independently after intensive physical therapy. My ex and his wife received 9-year sentences weeks ago, ensuring they'll never again approach my daughter or their own child.